Hi, welcome to MAM Academy. We're here to teach you the concept of topic while referring the NCERT textbook. All the text-to-speech lectures are brought to you while edited by subject teachers. To appreciate our effort, and to follow your next class, we insist you to subscribe our channel. Today we are going to start with the topic, Mechanism of Evolution. Let's try to find the solution for, what is the origin of this variation and how does speciation occur? Even though Mendel had talked of inheritable factors influencing phenotype, Darwin either ignored these observations or kept silence. In the first decade of 20th century, Hugo de Vries, based on his work on evening primrose, brought forth the idea of mutations, large difference arising suddenly in a population. He believed that it is mutation, which causes evolution and not the minor variations, heritable, that Darwin talked about. Mutations, according to him, are random and directionless, while Darwinian variations are small and directional. Evolution for Darwin was gradual, while Hugo de Vries believed mutation caused speciation and hence called it saltation, which actually is single-step large mutation. This principle helps us to know that, in a given population, one can find out the frequency of occurrence of alleles of a gene or a locus. This frequency is supposed to remain fixed and even remain the same through generations. Hardy-Weinberg principle stated it using algebraic equations. This principle says that allele frequencies in a population are stable and is constant from generation to generation. The gene pool, total genes, and their alleles in a population, remains a constant. This is called genetic equilibrium. Sum total of all the allelic frequencies is 1. Individual frequencies, for example, can be named P, Q, etc. in a diploid. P and Q represent the frequency of allele A, and allele A, the frequency of A. Individuals in a population is simply P square. This is simply stated in another ways. That is, the probability that an allele, A with a frequency of P appear on both the chromosomes of a diploid individual is simply the product of the probabilities, that is, P square. Similarly of A is Q square, of A 2PQ. Hence, P square plus 2PQ plus Q square equals 1. This is a binomial expansion of P plus Q whole square. When frequency measured differs from expected values, the difference, direction, indicates the extent of evolutionary change. Disturbance in genetic equilibrium, or Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, that is, change of frequency of alleles in a population, would then be interpreted as resulting in evolution. These are known to affect Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. These are gene migration or gene flow, genetic drift, mutation, genetic recombination and natural selection. When migration of a section of population to another place and population occurs, gene frequencies change in the original as well as in the new population. New genes/alleles are added to the new population and these are lost from the old population. There would be a gene flow if this gene migration happens multiple times. If the same change occurs by chance, it is called genetic drift. Sometimes, the change in allele frequency is so different in the new sample of population that they become a different species. The original drifted population becomes founders and the effect is called founder effect. Microbial experiments show that pre-existing advantageous mutations when selected will result in observation of new phenotypes. Over few generations, this would result in speciation. Speciation is the process of formation of a new genetically independent group of organisms, called species, through the course of evolution. Natural selection is a process in which heritable variations enabling better survival are enabled to reproduce and leave greater number of progeny. A critical analysis makes us believe that variation due to mutation or variation due to recombination during gametogenesis, or due to gene flow or genetic drift results in changed frequency of genes and alleles in future generation. Coupled to enhance reproductive success, natural selection makes it look like different population. Natural selection can lead to number 1. Stabilizing selection, which is a type of natural selection in which the population mean stabilizes on a particular non-extreme trait value. This is thought to be the most common mechanism of action for natural selection because most traits do not appear to change drastically over time. Or natural selection can lead to number 2. Directional change where more individuals acquire value other than the mean character value. Number 3. Disruption. Here, more individuals acquire peripheral character value at both ends of the distribution curve.